Hey guys, we are here. Not back, but here, as this is the first episode, with an NHL 19 GM mode. It is about time, as there are some pretty nice features in this GM mode that were not in it last year that I'm pretty excited about. So we are not going to be using the Devils. We are going to be using the New York Islanders, and for a fairly obvious reason. I mean, some people, actually, a lot of people might be using them in their GM modes, but you know what? I've been wanting to do the Islanders for a little while now, and I figured what a better opportunity than to use them after their, center previous captain left. So I'm just making sure for those Isles fans currently watching to not speak of his name. So let's get right into it. And yeah, no division realignment needs to be done, I don't believe, as this is not an expansion mode. We're going to be turning owner mode off. We're going to be turning morale off. We're going to be turning lines off. But we are going to be turning Fog of War on. As I don't know why that was off in the first place, but we're going to be turning it on. Cap is on. Trades are on. Let's get into it. All right, rules and settings. Let's just make sure that everything is good here. So let's see. Injuries on. Yeah, we'll go with it at first. I mean, I guess it depends on, if they amped up the injuries in this game or not. But presuming they're relatively the same as how we experienced them last year, then I'm okay with it. Waivers, I'll turn those off. Fog Wars on. Now, okay, so if these things are off, then it'll hide. Okay, so you can actually hide individual things here. You can show individual attributes. You can show the overall. You can show the role, type, potential, and then auto scouting. We're gonna leave on both, and then I will turn on show player type just because I kind of want to have at least that much information on a player, if nothing else, so we're going to leave that on, and then everything else I believe looks good. Yes, indeed. So we're going to go to the advanced settings here. I'm just going to make sure that everything looks good before we get into this, just in case we can't change any of these settings later on. That all looks good. And then gameplay sliders, this is where when you need to pay attention to the injury occurrence. Yeah, 50 out of 50, that is no good. Presuming it's the same as the last game. We're going to go for 10. Yeah, you know what, we'll go for 15. I believe it was at 10 for the Seattle GM mode and we had a couple injuries here and there, but nothing too major. We didn't have any. We didn't really have too many injuries to begin with, and I think the biggest injury we had was to Jonas Korpisalo for a month and a half. So, I mean, maybe that'll do something, maybe not, but we'll just see how it goes. And let's start our career with the New York Islanders. All right, so here we are, main menu of the NHL 19 GM modes. So let us take a look first at the new features, which, oh boy, I'm excited about a couple of these. The draft board. Now, this is where you can see your watch listed players. You can see your projected draft picks. We unfortunately only have a first and a second, and then after that it drops down to a fifth, a sixth, and a seventh. Yikes. And then for depth chart, so we have Bailey, 85, Eberle, 85, Barzell, 85, Lee, 84, Komarov, 80, Ladd, 80, Filppula, 80, Nelson, 80, Beauvillier, 80, Clutterbuck and Cizikas, 79, Kuhnhackl, 78, Hosang, 78, Matt Martin, 77, Fritz, 75, who's this guy? Tanner Fritz, Steve Bernier, 73, Matt Laredo, 73, Mike Sislo, 72, all these old devils here, Michael Dalcol, 71, Johnston 71, Stevens 69, Saint Denis, I'm guessing that's pronounced, 68, Bellows 68. Okay, so we're kind of just going through the whole organization at this point. But then you have the NHL defense 84, Boychuk 82, Hickey 82, Pulak 82, Pellick 78, and then Aho Mayfield 76. Goalies, you got Leonard 83 and Grice 81, and they got Gibson 75. So we have a weakness at starting goalie. So we're definitely going to have to see what we can do about that, as I don't believe we have any potential goaltenders here. I mean, you got Linus Soderstrom, who is a medium starter. Then you got Christopher Gibson, who is a medium backup. Then Grice, obviously, is in his, a little past his prime. And then Leonard is currently in his prime at 27 years of age. So we gotta hope that Soderstrom gets better. If not, then, we kind of, that might be an area we want to focus on, is goaltending. And then defense is a obvious weakness here. I mean, Aho is a 7th defenseman. Mayfield, top 6. Helgeson, oh goodness. A bunch of former Devils here. Devin Taves, AHL top 2. Kyle Burrows, AHL top 2. Wahlstrom, top 6. Noah Dobson, top 4. So there's a pick from this past draft. Mitchell Van de Sample, top 6 defenseman. David Quenville, AHL top 2. Robin Salo, AHL top 2. Rathjeeb, AHL top 4. Goodness, okay, so we're getting into those players now. So forwards, let's see. You got all these guys. Then do we have any potential forwards here? I mean, Hosang, yeah, medium top 6, so he's pretty good. How's Fritz, AHL top 6. I know these three don't have that good of a potential. How's Del Call in this game? Top 9. And then Ross Johnston, top 6. All right, so it doesn't look like there's too many guys here that are signed in the Islanders organization that are going to be making the team besides Dobson and Hosang, who's already pretty much on the roster. So let's take a look at the contracts now, as to see who we have who's unsigned. So, have they already signed, what's his name, Wahlstrom? Because I didn't see him on the other roster there. Where's Wahlstrom? Is he not in this game? I haven't seen his name so far. Let's start by forwards here. Maybe he's on the main roster by chance. Nope. In the system, duo twice over. Nope. Do not see him. And then unsigned, do not see him. So I don't know what's going on there. Is he not in this game? That would be unfortunate, especially for us. Now, yeah. So Helgeson. Okay, so it doesn't look like we have anyone better here. So I guess we'll just leave Aho and Mayfield up here. So those will be our 7 defensemen. And then this is, how many players? This is 8. It looks like, yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13 forwards. So we can send Fritz down. Oh, wait, is this... Oh, yeah. Jeez, this is the contract screen. What a rookie move. Let's send Fritz down to the AHL. Don't need him up here. So then we have, in terms of goaltenders, Gibson, Soderstrom, Skarek, and then Leonard and Grice up here. So that's all good. Let's go to the lines. See what that looks like. So you got Lee, Burzell, Eberle, and then Bailey, Filppula, Hosang, Ladd, Beauvillier, Nelson, Martin, Cizikas, Clutterbuck. Defensively, you got Letty, Boychuk, Hickey and Pulak, Pellick and Mayfield. And then goaltenders, you got Leonard and Grice. So, I mean, there's some obvious weaknesses on this team. Kind of need some prospects here, especially without Wahlstrom. Let me know if we should restart the GMO, because I do not see Oliver Wahlstrom anywhere So we might have to make him. So I was gonna do some simulating in this video, but I guess not. And this is another feature that I'm so glad is finally back. Player search. How I've missed this so much. I forgot how much I missed this. And you know, we can sort by first name, last name, position, player role, age, potential, salary. I mean, it's pretty much everything we've ever wanted, right? So, I mean, we've been missing this since what? NHL Legacy? I'm pretty sure that we have not had this since Old Gen, so definitely glad it's back in the game. And let us take a look at, I believe we're going to look at our scouts now, as we've already looked at the roster, the lines, all that. Yeah, first let's take a look at the draft class. So we have Prokhorine going first overall, supposedly. And of course, we have nothing on these players if we have not scouted them yet. So you got Asher Dubinsky, Peyton Krebs, Bowen Byram, Capo Kako, Kirby Doc, Nikita Alexandrov, Dylan Kozins, Ivan Zadorov, Michael Vukovic, not even Ryan Suzuki, Nicholas Chen, Chalon. Nope. That's where I draw the line. So we're gonna look at our scout board here. See how many good scouts we have. We have no A overall scouts. That is unfortunate right there. Let's see all our. Oh boy, we got a lot of D overall scouts. So we're probably just gonna release all these guys here. So we need AHL Central, AHL North, AHL Pacific. So we need pretty much the whole AHL there when it comes to scouting. And even AHL Atlantic. I mean, this guy's not the greatest. Only a C. But I really, we need to get rid of these D's here first. So we'll get rid of this guy. We'll just sort by here. We'll get rid of the NHL Central Scout. We'll get rid of this guy. We'll get rid of this guy. We'll get rid of these two as well. Setzinger, get out of here. All right, so we're obviously going to need some AHL scouts here, because we only have AHL Atlantic at the moment, and then we only have NHL Pacific and NHL Metro, and none of our scouts are better than a B-, so I guess we'll keep these two on. What's the NLA? What league is that? Somewhere in Europe? National League? Okay, so... Okay. Yeah. Yeah, our scouting team is going to need a huge overhaul here. So let's see if we can find anyone good to start out. So you got... We'll start out with... I mean, we did release a lot of pro scouts here. I mean, we have a lot of amateur scouts, but none of them are really that great. Okay, so... Let me just figure this out real quick. Let me wrap my head around this. I'll be right back. This is going to be a lot to process here. All right, so one thing is for sure, we do need a better NHL scout, and this guy has A's all across the board in the NHL region. So we're going to be signing this guy, Bjorn Blatter. That's a great name. And then we are going to take a look at AHL scouts. So Geisberger, Ralph Geisberger. He's pretty good in the Metropolitan Division as well, but he's mainly an AHL scout. Got A pluses mostly across the board, besides the AHL North, who is a B-, but that is not a problem. We will sign him. Hopefully we don't run out of salary here to pay these guys. We're just going to be signing as many good scouts as we can, as that is what we desperately need. So Jamison Schremp, A+ for the OHL, A- for the Q. We will sign him, as again we need as many of these good scouts as we can get here. C Korea, Carolyn Korea. Got that A for the O. Now we have the Q. No one really good there. No one good for the dub. US, no one good here. My goodness. Alright, so Europe, Radek Dopita. Probably not how that's pronounced, but whatever. That's how I'm pronouncing it for right now. SHL, A+, Liga, A+. Rest of the world, A+. National League, A+. Alright, so this guy's pretty good. I'll give him a deal there. Then Nazarov. Pavel Nazarov. He's good for the Dell, the E-Bell, whatever that is. At the SHL. Yeah, he's good in a few regions there. I believe he balances out Dopita, as I don't believe he was good in... Yeah, no, he wasn't good in the Dell, so that'll be a good signing, hopefully. Scandinavia. Got a B potential right here. He's good all across the board, so we will try to get him. And then Saget. I mean, he's good in Russia as well. But so is Vasil. Just my days of trying to pronounce names are it's just they're numbered. Saget. I mean, I guess we'll sign him. He looks pretty solid, mostly for Europe. So, or Scandinavia, I guess in this case, and we already have. Our Scandinavian scouts are good for Russia, so I don't think we really... I mean, there's no one here who I want anyways. They're all C and D potential, but... Still. So, let's see how many scouts we have going on here. We have signed 7 of these guys. We have two pro scouts with Geisberger and Blatter, and then 5... rookie scouts. Okay, so... Or amateur scouts, I guess I should say. I'm really not a fan of these C minuses, especially for the NHL. I mean, they're good at scouting, you know, they have a good familiarity with the NHL, but their overall scouting just generally isn't good. So I prefer to get another scout there, but it doesn't look like there's any more, to be honest. I mean, there's always Korea here, but, and to my understanding, ratings in certain areas can go up and down for scouts. So, hopefully that changes for Carol in Korea here. Yeah, those are the only scouts we're going to be signing. I don't want to go signing any C scouts. So we have 11 out of 20 scouts currently. Let's see which of these scouts signs. And then we might, you know, depending if we're going to, I mean, signing all those scouts might have been pointless, depending if we're going to restart the GM mode or not. Let me just double check one more time. Do we really not have Wahlstrom? That would suck. Yeah, I don't think... He's definitely not here. And he's definitely not a goaltender. And I know he's a forward in the system. I don't see... Yeah, I don't see his name here, boys. Should we restart? Let me know in the comments, because we really can't do too much more at this point without knowing what we're going to do in terms of Wahlstrom. Alright, so, I mean, really, half the stuff that we've done in this video, including the scouts and viewing the draft class, may not even matter beyond this episode, depending on what we're going to do, but I'm pretty sure the majority of you guys are going to want to see Oliver Wahlstrom in this GM mode, so let me know what we should do. And that'll be about it for this one. And obligatory first day of launch upload should be a go. So let me know what we should do, and I will see you guys in the next one.